Добрый день, everybody. It is Arend here from the Countryside Corner. We are doing another interview today with one of the kids. We're here with Wesley today and going to ask him a few questions about the move, about family, about everything Russia. You prepared for all those questions? Ready to get grilled?
Maybe.
Won't be too bad, eh? Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Countryside Corner. Here we're all about faith, family, and freedom. Brought to you from no other than Mother Russia. All right, tell us who you are. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Wesley, and I'm 14 years old.
So, you're part of a large family. I think everybody knows that by now, but you're part of a large family. What's that like?
I've been here my whole life like this. It's pretty normal.
Yeah, you don't know any different, I guess.
No.
Fair enough.
I think it can be boring to be an only kid, though.
Yeah, I can see that. I was the youngest of 10 kids, so I grew up with a large family. It was pretty normal as well. But there can be difficulties, maybe in large families that aren't in small families. I don't see them as difficulties, I guess, but some people might consider it to be difficult because you have to share stuff. Obviously, you don't get all my time because I have to share that with other people. There's just different responsibilities that you would have that other people wouldn't. I don't know. Anything like that?
No, I think I enjoy it more with more people because there's more people to play with. It's more to do.
More stuff to do. Yeah. Fair enough. We never ran out of stuff to do growing up. There's always something. When did you first hear about Russia?
About 2 years ago when we were working in construction. Actually, we were having lunch and Papa was looking up somebody to contact in Russia, and he came across Dimitri's number, and he contacted him, and then the next day at work he told me that he had wrote back.
It's interesting. I don't remember that. This guy's got amazing memory sometimes. He tells me stuff from the past. I'm like, what? So we worked a lot together. So part of our homeschooling is that they're done school pretty early. It's very flexible, obviously. You can actually cram an 8-hour day of schooling into a very small amount of time because there's no distractions. The kids can just sit, focus on their work, and be done. So he comes with in construction lots. We built renovated houses, bathrooms, did tile jobs, garden sheds, barns, shops, whatever. He comes with, and we build whatever needs building for the day. And we consider that being part of the schooling as well. So in a normal school setting, you would only get your subjects in school, but now he gets a much broader education because I would pretty well trust you to build a house, I think. And you're 14. You need a little bit of help on some things.
Take maybe a little while by myself.
Oh, it'd take a while, sure, but you basically know what needs to be done.
If I was the boss, maybe then some help.
You could run a crew. I think you could. I think so. You're very mature for your age. So while we were at the job site, you said I was contacting this guy. So Dmitry. So Dmitry's actually my first Russian contact. I tried hard to find some information. I had heard that South Africans had moved here, and I could not find any information. And in that search, I came across Dmitry's, and I'm hoping to have him on the channel here sometime too. Information. So he was my first good Russian contact, and then everything started. It all kind of came around the same time, but he was the first one. And then I got a whole bunch of other contacts after that and information group. And you remember that. That's amazing. 2 years ago, you said?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about it? About Russia?
About the move? Or
not just about Russia in general. Did you know anything about Russia?
No, I just about knew where it was on the map. That's about it.
You could pretty well point anywhere on the globe and almost touch it.
Yeah.
Pretty big. Takes up a good chunk of space. So other than that, you didn't really know. Did you have any thoughts after, for me, obviously it's in the north, so I don't know. Did you expect it to be kind of like Canada, or you just had no idea at all?
Siberia, I pictured. I've in my social studies, and it says it's always permafrost there. But the rest of this, I always picture it be just like Canada.
Right, which it pretty well is. I think for the most part. There's some differences, obviously. Building styles is something that I've noticed. I look a lot at.
We use way more concrete than we do.
Yeah. Maybe less here than Georgia, though.
Yeah, we build houses with wood and they do with concrete.
Yeah. No, there's a few wooden ones. Actually, I've seen siding, too, vinyl siding. Yeah. I'm starting to see some houses.
And around the windows, they got decorated with wood, though. Carved out.
You mean like the old Dasher ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are neat. Really neat. Very good. Did you have a choice in the move? Yeah,
we sat around the table and we would discuss it. And I guess if we all didn't want to go to Russia. Then we moved.
You think I would have left you here?
No, you.
Or not here, I guess. Would have left you in Canada?
No, you would have probably just stayed there too, or moved where we wanted to move.
What if? Oh, I was thinking this earlier when I was interviewing Cora. What if everybody wanted to go, but you didn't want to go?
Well, we would have just went anyway because obviously they want to go for some reason. So I'd probably change my mind eventually.
So then, in some ways, you would be forced, and you wouldn't have had a choice. Maybe.
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't want to stay by myself, so I'd want to go.
Right. But you feel like you had the opportunity to say yay or nay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel like we listened to you?
Yeah.
Do we listen, Wes?
Yeah.
I do think it's very important as parents to listen to your kids. It's for them, and I mean, I could say it on camera. You can believe it or not believe it, whatever. I just discussed this with another guy too. Like, moving here wasn't for us. I had a lovely farm. I loved my place. It was. We all did. I think you enjoyed it there too.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted more land.
Yeah, definitely.
We wanted more land, but other than that, we had a beautiful farm. It's not a selfish thing to move. We lost a lot more than we have so far gained. But I mean, look to the future. Well, I shouldn't say that. We gained opportunities that we didn't have there.
Uh-huh.
But as far as financially and being stable, I think we lost a lot. And we'll gain those things again.
Yeah. Well, here you can get a lot more land for the same price than you can in Canada.
Right. Yeah, it's very cheap and there's lots of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So those opportunities abound. We'll cover that some more in this conversation. What do you think about the move?
It was a cool experience to be on a plane because I've never been on a plane before. And it was cool to, I've always wanted to go to more countries, so we went to Germany and to Georgia on the way here. And that was a cool experience to be in Georgia.
Yeah, for 13 years of your life, you never left Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the span of 6 months, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Last, I guess. You went to the States, Germany, not very long, though.
No.
Doesn't really
10
count.
hours.
Is that how long we were in the airport?
Yeah.
All right. And then Georgia. Where else did we go? Oh, Azerbaijan.
Uh-huh.
And then Russia.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
You're
a well-traveled man.
Yeah, we flew over a couple more countries. Huh?
No, I wouldn't know how to mention all those. A couple of them, though, for sure. All right, but when we discussed moving, do you want to share any more on that? Your thoughts on moving at that time when we first maybe brought up the subject of moving? Were you upset about it? Were you happy about it? Were you neither one? Were you excited about the possibilities? I don't know, whatever.
At first, I was kind of disappointed that we'd be selling the place because it was a nice place, obviously.
Mm.
But then after a while, I kind of got excited because the land was so cheap and the opportunity. And
yeah, we found a few listings, eh?
Yeah, but the opportunity, and then we would talk about it, and I'd just keep getting more and more excited and wanted to move right away. But we had to sell our place first.
Right.
One thing that was hard to leave though was like the creek. Really like the land around it, the creek, the bush,
water flowing through.
Mm-hmm.
That was beautiful. What do you think about Russia now? Has it changed your opinion?
No, it's probably got better. I thought, I don't know. It's basically the same as Canada. The buildings, everything, like the malls. The malls are actually probably nicer than here than in Canada.
Where we were, I guess some commenters were saying that depending on where you live, the malls are pretty nice. So I can't comment on that. I have no idea. But where we live, most of the stores were empty.
Uh-huh. But even like the variety stores are like same or nicer, nicer than some of the older ones, I guess, in Canada. But
yeah, you got to mix everything, same as we do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good. So that's it. Your man, a few words.
Uh-huh.
You're happy.
Yeah.
What about your friends back home? That's a good one. What about your friends? Did you miss them? Like, yeah. That's always a challenge, I think. For me, when I moved to Canada, I was 4 years old. If I had friends, I have no idea. I don't remember. And then my life began here. But for my older siblings, they left relationships and friends behind when they came to Canada. And you would be one of the older ones, being you were 14 already when we got here, right?
No,
13.
I was 13 when we left. Now, but
right. So I don't know. Want to share on that?
Well,
this is too hard for you to share.
My family's first before my friends, obviously, so I wouldn't leave stay in Canada for my friend, but I do wish to see him. Like, I don't know, not as bad as maybe girls would, but like I do hope that sometimes we can meet each other again. But it's not like I really miss him.
Right.
I mean, we could talk to each other over the phone or whatever.
Right. And you've done that
FaceTime.
before. I asked Cora that too because we moved from Saskatchewan. Do you remember how old you were then? 10?
I was 8 or 9 when we got there.
When we moved there? So yeah, you would have been about 10 when we left. We didn't live there that long. But you made some good friends there too. And then we left. And you're still able to write and talk. It's not quite the same, I guess, but so. But long story. Like, did it bother you a lot to leave them? Do you think about that a lot, or not so much?
Not so much. When we left though, like before we left, I kind of hoped that we could spend more time with him, but we never did.
Right.
But now, like when I'm older though, I might be able to always fly back and surprise him.
As in her courses that she said to me when she's older, she'd go over there and then visit them all. Yeah, she was saying that too. If you haven't seen that video with Cora, by the time you see this, I would assume it's out. So it's on the channel here somewhere. I just did that before this one, but they're not going to be put on the internet on the same day, obviously. So it's interesting to hear their perspectives, I think. So covered that. Do you miss them? Are you able to communicate with them?
Yeah.
I don't think you have yet. Have you?
No, I sent them a postcard.
Right.
And that's about it. Or you could do like WhatsApp, FaceTime, or just normal phone call.
Like there's a lot of options now. Have you made new friends?
Yeah, there's some young people here close by, and one of them is he classes me as his best friend, and I think he's a pretty good friend too to me. And it's fun to hang out with the people here. Just doing stuff. Sometimes they go skating. Sometimes it's just fun to be with them.
He taught you how to play chess.
Yeah.
And then he taught me how to play chess. So now I know how to play chess. I always wanted to learn how to play chess, and I never got the opportunity as a kid. I don't know why. I'm not sure other people knew how to play chess, but I never did. Now I know. Thanks. I appreciate that. So yeah, you guys go out and spend time, and yeah, I mean, there's lots of people living around here, so you probably have more time now with friends than you would have before.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, we never used to really like live close to my friends. Now I'm 6 doors away from him.
Right. Obviously,
Before
that'll
you have to
change
drive
once we're on
4
a
hours.
farm. You'll be
Yeah.
farther away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else can we talk about? So, yeah, once you're beyond the farm here, then you're not going to be probably spending as much time. But you know, weekends. There's always going to be some spare time, especially once you get a driver's license.
Yeah.
Or they could come visit on the farm as well.
Yeah, he had mentioned that once he turns 17, then he's gonna start his test.
For driving?
Yeah.
They don't get it till what? 18 here?
Yeah, 18 and then 18 to drive like a few people, and then to get the full license you go to 19.
Okay.
But once he turns 18, or once he turns 17, he's gonna start it, and then once he's 18, he can come for a visit.
Come drive up to visit you.
Yeah.
Scary. Very scary. You're actually a pretty good driver, aren't you?
Depends on whose standards.
I think you're pretty good. You've been driving tractors since you were 8?
Yeah, well, 8 was like not that much.
Well, we started eased in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I still remember Cora at 8 years old holding the clutch down in the tractor, shaking away. Anyway, she did it. Yeah, we start you young. We believe in teaching you. Look how taller I am now. I was slouching. You gotta sit up, boy. It's funny, I don't see myself as much bigger than you, but then same with Cora. I was like, she could fit inside me. She's so small.
Yeah.
I could pop you in there. To move. Oh yeah, would you like to move back?
Definitely.
Or are you happy here?
I'm happy here. I don't think I definitely wouldn't want to move back. There's more potential here.
All right, I'm going to make it a little harder. What if the politics was gone over there, and we didn't have to worry about that, and so that was the same here and there, and it was in that regard safe to live there? Would you want to move back then? Like knowing that you know everybody there and you know the language and all that stuff?
Yeah, maybe. Well, we probably wouldn't have moved in the first place.
Oh no, but let's just say it changed today. Changed. Do you want to go back? These are hypothetical questions that there's really. Sorry, I'm just taking your brain.
There would be no need to though. Like we could just stay here. The land's cheaper. Everything's cheaper. The groceries are cheaper. Everything's.
So economically, might be better here.
Yeah.
You do realize wages are a lot lower here too. You get paid a lot less for your work.
If you're your own boss and you can just sell your own products, then you make the same.
Still do pretty good. So that's one thing I've noticed actually, that the price of milk, eggs is cheaper, but meat, a lot of those products are similarly priced to where we are, but the land is way cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
So economically maybe better. So you're saying if it was equally safe, you would still stay here just for the economic opportunities, the opportunities to own land and farm.
Probably, yeah. But like in Canada, they might go if it, let's say it stops cuts right now and then now it's nice.
If what stops, like
if everything's nice now,
it gets better. Okay.
And then tomorrow might be bad. Then you don't know.
Yeah, well, there's no way of answering that. Can't guarantee the future, can we?
No.
All we can do is make the best choices with what we have today.
Yeah.
You feel like you're doing that?
Yeah.
These questions hard?
Not
really. How do you find the language?
It's kind of difficult, but it's fun to learn. It's fun to learn a new language because then you can speak 2 tongues. But then, at the same time, you know how to speak over there. You know it perfectly well. But you just have to basically start as a baby here.
Good way of putting it. Yeah, it's kind of
embarrassing, kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, you know exactly how to say what you want to say back home, but then here it's like,
yeah, there's like no resistance. You want to talk, you talk. Here you're like, yeah, that's.
Which isn't so bad if you're just talking to a friend, but trying to make a business deal.
Yeah.
I find myself just leaning on God. It's like, okay, well, if you think it's a good idea, hopefully so far it's working out, I guess, but just living on faith more than, because I don't understand half the stuff that's going on. Makes it complicated, right? So, but are you learning the language?
Trying to. So it's hard because sometimes I forget. Like I know it, I'll learn it, and then I'll forget that word. But then sometimes when I need the word, it'll pop up again, and then sometimes
practice.
Yeah.
I find Cora's a
lot better.
Part of the reason you and your friend are using Google Translate a lot, right?
Yeah. But when we were in Georgia, though, Cora would we'd be doing English school, and Cora would study the whole day doing Russian.
Right. She spent a lot of time learning it. Mm-hmm. You think you'll figure it out?
Yeah, definitely.
Eventually, right?
Not that hard.
Probably faster than me.
Now, when I first started, it seemed like it was very hard to pronounce the words. Now it seems like they're easier because you know the alphabet. You know what sounds each one makes. Like now, I can read what the people here are like my friend. They're surprised how fast I can read. I just don't know what it means.
Right. Sounding them out.
Yeah.
Once you have, it's actually interesting how well your brain can adjust to that. I find, right? Because you can just pick up a new language, and then you can think in 2. Right? I already know 2 languages, I guess, and a little bit of French and stuff as well. But how much have you learned? Do you wanna teach or talk a little bit in Russian now? So what's your name? No, how do I can learn how to say it. Меня зовут. No, that's the wrong one.
Как вас зовут?
Как вас зовут? That's it.
Меня зовут Wesley. Oh no, I don't think.
Well, I would say как дела.
Well, I would say привет, как дела, and then меня зовут Wesley, and then I would say I forget now how old.
How old are you?
У меня 14 лет.
What are your plans long term? Ooh, that's a good one. What's your plans long term?
I don't know, just play it by day. But I want to do construction. I want to farm big time. I want lots of land so I can farm. And I want to be a mechanic, or I want to do like all this on the farm, obviously. And because I want to know how to fix my own combines, tractors, or anything like that, or build my own barn, or build my house, or fix my toilet, or everything else that I need to do.
Working toilet's always good.
Yeah, if it doesn't flush.
Yep.
I never really thought of doing anything else, I guess, but it'd be I don't know, whatever pays the best.
You like money? It's good to earn a living, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your life's not going to change a whole lot when you grow up because that's basically what we do now. We fix stuff. We farm, we fix stuff, we do everything ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I have thought about like in a welding shop or like I want to do welding obviously, and I thought about like designing something new. I don't know what that could be. Entail.
Like farm equipment, or
yeah, farm equipment or like something to do with the farm. Like somebody made that TMR, the new brand or something like that.
TMR's anybody's not a farmer, it's a mixer. Put a bunch of feed in there, mix it all up, and then you feed your cows.
And or like that the egg vac. Is it the same, right?
Yep. What's it called again? Agri-vac, I think. Anyway, yeah, it sucks grain out of the bins and puts it in the truck.
Yeah. Yep. Stuff like that. I'd like to invent something like or when you go through the field, you pick up the bales faster. You come up with that.
Those wagons. Yeah.
Yeah, something that you can go fast and like more or less time consuming, more faster.
Yep. Improve things.
Yeah.
Yep. In case you all haven't noticed, we have a lot of similarities. Other than he's really tiny, I have to slouch and I'm still taller than you. But there we go. We have a lot of similarities. So, I think it was one other on the list. I dropped my paper. One more thing. What are you planning to do when you're older? So those are some of your plans. Any other plans? Want to stay single for the rest of your life?
Oh no, I definitely want to get married. I look forward.
I asked Cora if she wanted to have like 20, 30, or 40 kids, and she's like, yeah, maybe. She didn't even blink an eye. You want 40 kids?
Maybe like I feel bad for my wife having all that, but maybe we can adopt that many.
Yeah.
But I've kind of thought it'd be fun to like have an orphanage. We have books about like nice orphanages where like there's
they looked after the kids.
Yeah, well, and they have a farm, so the kids like every time they get to sometimes at night there'd be somebody watching the farm, and everybody would want to go help that guy or the one worker out there, and so they'd have scheduled that each night one kid gets to go help the worker out in the barn through the night. So
do chores.
Yeah, he wouldn't sleep or I guess watch it to keep watch over the farm.
For what?
It was in Romania, so.
Oh, years and years ago.
Yeah.
Those are interesting books. I don't know if that's a thing here anymore or not. Orphanages. I'm not sure. We'd have to.
But it was a whole farm, everything set up on one, like church, farm, playground, school, everything all on one compound, so that the children can go to school and then they can do everything. And it was like teaching based the garden. So they would go to the garden, and then they would go to the chickens, and then they would go here or there, and then learn everything.
So kind of our style of farming with a little bit of everything, but looking after other people that don't have a good home.
Yeah,
that's a good heart. So you want to get married when you get older?
Yeah, definitely. I look forward to having a wife and having kids because I think they'd be very fun. Or maybe not.
It'll have its challenges too. Trust me.
But I look forward to having that.
Yep, and then a bunch of kids, and then farming. You have so many talents. You could do a lot of different things. Yeah. When I was a kid, I wanted to be a farmer, of course. I wanted to be a veterinarian. I wanted to be a carpenter, and I wanted to be a soldier. So in my line of work, in farming, that's why I love farming so much, is because it's such a rounded job. Every day is something different. Right? The one day you're welding on a piece of equipment.
The next day you're fixing a water bowl.
Yeah, a water bowl, or you're doctoring an animal. So, I did a lot of veterinarian style work in the feedlot when I worked there, working on animals. We get to go hunting, right? Because we have spare time. We can go out to the bush and hunt whenever we feel like it.
Spare time, maybe?
Well, not spare time, but we're on the farm. We don't have to go into town and put our pretty clothes on and work in an office or nothing. So it gives those opportunities to do different things. It's a pretty good life, I think. And apparently you do too.
Yeah.
I often wonder what you're going to do when you get older. You're going to be a mechanic or a carpenter or a farmer. We'll see.
I used to want to always to be just woodworking, but now I see that that's not going to go anywhere, and I think I've done it like.
What do you mean it won't go anywhere?
You can't really sell the stuff and make a profit, because once you sell to 100 people, then what are they going to want to keep buying more and more and more stuff? You gotta
People do it though. People do make a living.
Yeah.
Think of Stutzman's there that we know. That's all.
Oh yeah, that's different stuff. But like carving, like let's say make like little bears and stuff like that.
Small stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but if you build furniture,
Yeah.
you'd have a steady supply.
But what I used to try it, but it would never work. You get discouraged, and then like, but you do for an hour, and you get so tired, your hands get sore from holding this thing.
For carving.
Yeah. Or
I never really enjoyed carving that much. Some people make some pretty amazing stuff though.
Yeah, I always
Same as
look
a
at that.
chainsaw.
So yeah, I can do that, but it never works
No,
out.
same as the chainsaw stuff they do, right? Guy makes a bear.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I think we videotaped some. We walked. There's that huge rabbit. Somewhere on the YouTube channel. We're in the States, and there's that huge rabbit. And there was some carvings.
Okay.
That they did with chainsaws.
Could be. Yes, I said you remember lots of stuff.
Somewhere on the YouTube channel.
I hardly remember who you are.
Yeah.
No, I haven't forgot you yet. Very good. So that's an option, I think. We did look at a property, had a pretty cool shop on it.
Yeah, really looking forward to that.
Your smile went just like right up to your ears, I think, so
Yeah.
you're pretty excited about that.
Yeah, for multiple purposes, I guess, for part woodworking and like making stuff for store or just playing around, and then mechanic shop on the side there too for welding up stuff and or fixing tractors or stuff. It has like a pit down underneath, so you can stand underneath the tractor. That's a big benefit. You don't have
we've talked about that so many times.
Don't have to lay down in the sand here.
Yeah. Our last shop, we were going to put one in, right? We never got that shop done, but yeah, it's a lot nicer driving the tractor over top and being able to work on it. Even the van, actually, for that matter.
Yeah, do an oil change.
Oil change. Yeah. Good. Anything else we need to cover? Anything else we want to talk about or tell them about? Or... No? You're happy?
Yeah.
Life is good?
Good.
If you had the opportunity to get on a plane right now, where'd you go?
To Canada?
That's a good question. I was going to say, that depends on where the plane's going.
Yeah. If I'm going to a trip somewhere, then come back. Maybe.
Somewhere a little bit warmer. You know what? I missed the snow when we didn't have it. I was like, it's not winter without snow. But then it's like, I don't mind a little bit of warmth too.
But if you can come right back, like go for a visit, then stay there for a week and come back or something.
Somebody commented, I think they were, I can't remember. They're in south of Russia somewhere. I want to see Krasnodar, but I can't remember if that was right or not. But they said it was something that was 22 degrees there. I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago. I was like, oh, that'd be nice. It was -7 here, I think, that day.
But once we're in the summertime, we're going to be sweating like crazy. You're going to be like, oh, I wish winter was here.
Nature of the beast. We always complain about something.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
Hey, who is that? Paul? I have learned whatsoever state I am therewith to be content, right, from the Bible.
Yeah.
That's something we all need to learn is contentment. You too, because you have big ambitions. We have to be happy with what God's given us. Yeah? Are you happy?
Yep.
Oh, man, you're doing a good job then. All right, if you guys enjoyed that interview, or if you want to hear some more questions answered by Wesley, drop your comments down below. As always, I think you enjoyed yourself. Wasn't too bad. Camera never even tried to bite you or nothing.
No.
We'll see how nice they are. See if the comments are like, I don't know. Maybe they say you didn't comb your hair right, or maybe you got dirt on your collar or something. I don't know. I think it'll be all right. Drop your comments down below. Say hi. Give the guy some encouragement. And maybe I'll get you on here again sometime. You think you come back?
Maybe.
Maybe. You're part of the family, so you can't get too far away.
No.
Good. Check out our other channel as well, Countryside Acres, and check out the family vlogs there. If there's anything else you guys would like to see on this channel, as far as interviews or podcast topics that want to be covered, any questions, whether they're for Wes, or for myself, or for someone else in the family, or anything else, always drop them down below or shoot us an email. If you are in the area, if you're new to the country and you would be interested in doing an interview, same thing. Send me an email. We are trying to interview more and more people who have immigrated to this area and get their perspectives, good or bad, and just share that story with other people and see what they're seeing. And it'd be nice to get kind of a good coverage of various areas in Russia as well, and not just focused on this particular area. So if that's you, let me know. And if you're in the West and you're interested in moving here, same thing. You can drop us an email. We'll try to get you in contact with the right people, try to answer your questions as best as we can. You can also go to I always got to think this through, movingtorussia.ru, movingtorussia.ru. You can head there as well. It's got a lot of helpful links and various different paths to successful immigration here. So check that out as well. Usually it's down here as well, not maybe on every video, but sometimes I put it down there. If you don't see it on this video, go back to another video and check it out there. And as always, please share the videos, help us gain a larger audience and reach more people with these videos. And yeah, just bring encouragement to somebody's life. So God bless you all. We'll catch you later.
До свидания.
До свидания.